will be the guardian of the B site. He's going back 35 seconds.
I thought he was going to commit back towards the A side, but he just wants to throw the smoke towards heaven and set up bolts here.
So bolts to lead the charge. Bomb. Immediately down at default. Cold gets aggressive as well because he has to cover off the rotations and retake, excuse me, from north. Behind the board's not a bad position to play. We saw Fur do very well from this position, in fact, on the pistol round. Cuts off the entry so long as it's not timed well with Cajun. If he's distracted and has to look two different directions, it's tough. Shadow shows he's able to find the first kill. Bolt's found one as well. Op goes back out as Cajun hit the first, but Cold is ready. Days in which he was still around, but Cajun B takes down Fur. He'll follow that up with Bolt as well. Good position control out toward the party. He's got to be careful because Cold is re-entering the picture. Walks back up from the stairs at Connector. It's Valda now over toward Monster, and they're a man down on the north side. They have to split the defense 1-1.
That's quite nice and Cold there. Just throws a Molotov on that side of the map. Just shows a bit of presence there. It means Config, he can't fall back. He can't take a gamble. He's not really sure what's going on here. Good flashbang. Valda somehow gets a pick. If Fallen had to trade that, but with the AWP, couldn't fully commit. And now Valda, defending by himself, has got a bit of time here, but not for long. Cold Zera hitting every single shot right now, and he mops up both kills on the B bomb side. 3 in total for him. Well recovered. On the T side, if you have the Desert Eagle, if you're going to find that opening kill, it's going to be a 1D, right? Regardless. The armor's not really going to protect you that much. So maybe that's the idea they're going with. Or they could go for a surprise buy in the third. I guess that's very unlikely. I don't think that will be happening. But interesting to see how this one will pan out for North, regardless, as Fur hears them all coming. Good flashbang. They won't even check it, though. MSL had an opportunity to take him down for free, but didn't commit. We'll find one, and presumably the second as well. There it is. Nice shot.
Fur just lighting them up.
He is, isn't he? He must be getting up there now. Yeah, 20 kills. Not too bad after 16 rounds.
21 now. Yeah, it's been phenomenal. He definitely fits in very well with this lineup as opposed to the aggression that Phelps did bring. Keep in mind for the Major, though. Phelps is back with SK due to the rules. Which, in my opinion, I think it's been shown in the last few weeks that roster locks are tough. I get that in ESL you have a full season, so there's some justification to it, but for the minors especially, where they played one online qualifier 4 months before when the Major's due to be played, and now we can't play on another team that's picked him up, that's a bit ridiculous to me. Well, oh, Taco, that's a pretty good spray transfer to close it out. 16-7. Pretty clean lockup for North. I know we kind of cut into you there, Hank.
He just once again towards Shadow, but Bolts is up and about. Through the smoke he goes. This is a brave play, and how is he still alive?
He's got a great position to work with.
How's he got all the way through here?
He's going to push. Oh, watch the backside of the vents, though. I think it's being watched. Mixwell's aware. Good read from Mixwell, because if Bolts got through and got CT, that opened the world of possibilities. 1-for-1. Freiburg takes out Fur as well. That holds position towards CT. Fallen.
Mixwell, you got to hit those.
So close. Mixwell puts it right in front of them. Fallen turns it back. You're right. That could have been the round in itself. Or at least it would have strengthened Alud's chances, without saying, as he has to sit toward top ticket. Fallen's got the angle. 5-4 for SK.
You give Fallen an inch, he's going to take a mile. Mixwell with a chance to try and trade a frag, maybe get a rifle to go towards Connector. Fallen, though, no, he's going to challenge this one towards Connector. See, there it is. Fur, aggressive as ever with the MP9. That's what I've come to expect of him. And he'll go down. He always seems to want to go heads first into an anti-eco. And he'll be punished for it this time. 5-4. It's not like he gave much away. Like, they're not going to lose the round. It's absolutely fine. At most, they're going to pick up an MP9. That's pretty useless against fully armored players with rifles.
Cold. Aggressive, and fair enough. Rightfully so. MP9 just looks like a laser beam. Gets 3 kills.
And we have 2 smokes in total. Round number 5. SK, like I said, certainly the favourites here. I'm interested to follow the track of Fur. Like I said, he was criticised a lot for his over-aggression. When it works and looks amazing, like you can't argue with it. But we'll see what he can do. Seems a lot more disciplined today.
Forrest out with the CZ. Does have Get Right and Rez with him. Draken again out toward Monster. And they'll go aggressive again. CZ can't do anything against Cold. He steps back out. He's looking very crisp so far today. I say this morning, it's not early afternoon, but Get Right finally puts him down after his 3 kills. 3 is Taco. Wants to walk back out, does. Oh, line them up. He's gotten 2. He's gotten it down. He knows Get Right was in the bathrooms, and he knows he's close as well based on the nade. Nearly catches him running back. 38 HP for Get Right as Taco tries to clutch back. He doesn't have a kit, but he's got ample opportunity based on time. And in fact, I'm sure, yeah, there is. Exactly. A kit picked up off his teammate. And he's going to put the smoke on it. He could almost hold that for GetRight's position, but GetRight has to get aggressive spray into it. Confirms that he's out toward the long angle of the bathroom still. And Taco, choice is his. This time he has to hold because the smoke's going slower and slower into fading, but he's got it. He's all the way through. GetRight can't find him.
Very well played by Taco there. I didn't think he had it in him, but when he picks up the kit, he finds the smoke.
Positioning's perfect because you're right. It did force GetRight to get inquisitive and look toward the B site, but because they were so aggressive on A, the rotation was always going to be down the stairs through connector. The fact that he confirms, okay, all I see is grenades, they just stayed put. Rez is able to find 2 very quickly. Unanswered thus far as well as Cold Zero wraps back toward the fountain. It's Fallen that has to interrogate next. Rez to find the same angle. That's ridiculous. That's the impact you want to see. P2000 as well.
Love the P2000.
Over P9000. As he finds Cold, he's got a chance to find all 5. He's got 78 HP. He's perfectly healthy and capable of doing so. Draken may get the shot first. Oh, I think they know. Rez, give him the chance.
It hasn't been given a chance to blossom at all throughout the game, so they have nothing in their bank. If they do get reset, it's going to be a hard task for him to really get too much out of the remaining rounds of this half. Fallen rotating in, gets the double as Fallen really wants to pluck them down, shuts down the first initial push, and denies any confidence on NRG as well. You can see they look startled now as they slowly try and timidly wander into this B-bomb site.
Fallen is so good at denying your plans into a round. You can take a 30-second pause, delegate each and every role to each and every player, think about what you're going to do. In a matter of seconds, Fallen can just change all the frag, and now Fallen can work the whole map.
Oh, it's explosive, isn't it? The style of CS he's bringing to the table here as he bursts in towards door early on. So much confidence, but doesn't overface, doesn't overextend, plays it smart, gets the initial frag and falls back. We do see Daps with a trade though, but look at the positional play of Bolts. If they don't clear this, it's such a power play. They do face out towards it as well. Breathtaking gets one. Bolts as well as he glides through the air. Somehow he's able to find that frag, continues on for the third, makes it the hat trick. He's just dismantled them at A. This is just lunacy. Fallen as well, diving in now. Gets the shot up on towards Fugly as SK. They were a little bit annoyed about how the previous round went. They wanted to bite back immediately. And sight and still lying in wait. Taco and Fallen have been able to bypass it. They crouch round, they slip on. He has the bomb as well, so they can get a bomb plant for free before any info has been transferred to the CTs.
Yep, delaying the retakes ever so further. But then again, NRG having 2 players close in towards Highway means there's 2 extra players that are close towards the site. And now the retake begins for SK Game, and they have a Molotov as well for the bomb. Fallen can smoke the front of the site and delay the push for another further 15 seconds.
Oh, this could be effective as well. The smart play from Taco as he plays close to the smoke. Bolts through the smoke, finds a headshot on Cirque, and gets the second. More and more damage coming through. Fur for a hat trick, and they close that round out. SK have woken up. They get that opening pistol. That smoke, so it's even easier pickings for Fallen. Sick as well, nearly getting the same treatment, Snods.
Yeah. I think that's scary for Misfits as well as giving up the early ground in this first half. We know that their CT sides aren't quite as strong as their drill T sides. So they really do need the advantage early on. 8 to 7 half of the bare minimum. They get that second half pistol going forward. Otherwise, this could be all in favour of the Brazilians.
Pushing their way in deeply. Fallen still going for these wide swings as he bounds around like a lunatic, shutting them down. Makes a quick meal out of them. Punishes everyone that dares to try and step against him. And is SK getting another round.
So, now we're going to go to another buy round. What's the call and what's the game? Money, they will invest into the Mag 7. 2 CZs, an M4 for Davidovec. And a scout for Shazam. The problem is, Jack, Davidovec investing into the smoke double flashbang doesn't buy the defuse kit. So SK Gaming, if they get the bomb down, a retake with these weapons is hard enough, but a retake with these weapons, adding on the fact there's no defuse kit, makes it double as difficult.
Yeah, that additional time requirement that you add onto the round just makes it so much harder. Double entry towards mid as they try and push through. Amanek with the Mag 7 trying to hammer up and actually find those frags, but is unsuccessful. About being successful though, Cold Zero. He makes it 2, adds the third on the end as Shazam tries to try and take him down. Fur through mid as well, eliminates Davidovec.
With the flash, and so is Bolts from window. That's pretty precise.
Yeah, that's clinical stuff right there. Flashbang's amazing, the synergy there from the peak of the window and towards the mouth of drop down itself. What can you really do about that one? The bomb's down, they still have time to recover here, but it's gone to a 4-on-3 as Davidovec will collect the bomb. They've got 1 smoke remaining in a flashbang. They need to go together here, but Tackett is applying more pressure with that AK.
Lineup, perfect lineup. And I was going to say everybody down because Amina walks out and Cold spotted him, but couldn't find the kill. Rare from Cold Zero not to hit a spray, but Taco's there immediately after.
4 kills for Taco there. He's getting warmed up. He's actually top fragging right now with 11 kills and 2 deaths. $2,900 per player. And you can see they won't really be bringing much to the table here. It'll be another partial buy of the CZs, the Deagles, the P250s. They've got enough for at least some form of a set piece, but likely be towards B. Objective, get that bomb down, which they still haven't done since they started giving rounds up. The smoke's being thrown early. It's going to be Aminex trying to get in there first. CZ very good in these sort of situations. Cold Zero knows it. Decides to pull back. It's Taco doing work once again with the AK-47, looking for more kills. Nade should land. Does indeed. He's got another 3K.
Taco does very, very well. Cold Zero steps back in, and P9 from range will take down Shazam with a headshot, and Sick is, well, deathly ill.
Pretty good awareness. He saw the grenade being thrown in the trajectory. He could at least work out the position of the remaining player there. Shazam with some nice shots, sure. Very fast with the AWP, it seems, but overall, Bolts outplays him there. Gets the defuse. And Taco, man, we have to say, he's been the star player so far. Cold Zero's been very quiet indeed. He hasn't really contributed too much. He's actually on 5 kills. He's a big talking point for SK, but it's Taco who's not missing a beat. 3 kills once again. An absolute monster. One of his best performances, at least in the CT half of Cobblestone. I've seen it a very long time. 18 kills, 5 deaths. Unfortunately, another desperate situation for Misfits here. They will be force buying in with the map.
Without that information, they've got to start guessing as to which side of the map is going to be hit. Sick has the M4. Extremely valuable. If they could get him ahead of the play, proactively in position for the read, it would be beneficial. Sean's down. Sick still doesn't get convinced to rotate. He has to make the decision now when Devo Dubek gets refaced, and Fallen takes down Devo, trying to chase with the CZ.
Yeah, he's just toying with them. What an amazing shot there from Fallen. Great work. He's got 4 kills into the round, looking for the ace. He's completely destroyed the defense of the A-bomb side there. You can just see him waiting for them. He
can get any information against Sick, which now he has. He could have isolated this out. Now he's expecting the second player to arrive. What a shot on Sick. And he knew exactly where Sean was because Sean took a shot from sandbags when he got to the site. He has to fall off of Catwalk. Fallen now knows it, and the ramp is the next most likely position, so he's just backing away so he doesn't have to take the fight. Exactly this. Just stay alive. Did hit Fallen down to 36, but that's not enough. Fallen knows he's not on the bomb as well, so just doesn't peek, and Sean is going to be left clueless and desperate. 10 seconds. Tries to hold it. Fallen's going to sneak back in, has to hold it, and Fallen easily makes do with a headshot on Sean.
He's just the master, isn't he? Every situation, it seems to be played perfectly.
What a Farewell's covered off. Fallen below. And above Taco, and Bolts play off of each other. Bolts, in fact, comes back up from below to take down the shot toward the dumpster. And he'll take a drive-by and knock down Sick as well. Now it is 15-1, and it is 2-2 in the pistol, so take back my prediction in the fact that Misfits might get another round on the board.
Well, SK with series points, grand final points already. As Misfits, of course, have to force by him. It's up against the Famises, the M4s, UMPs. It feels like this could be the end. The crowd seem to be believing somewhat. The odds aren't looking too good for Misfits. I think that's about as high as it possibly goes.